Here is Andre, a behavioral scientist. Let's talk about digital public infrastructure, the buzzword of the year at the DPI summit here in South Africa. Some people say it's a conspiracy, a tool to enslave humanity, to track every move, every purchase, every gesture. Others say it's progress, the next great leap for development and inclusion. As always, the truth sits somewhere in between. Not in the system, but in the psychology of the people who use it. DPI is sold as a convenience, and yes, it is convenient. Imagine you're a South African doctor treating a patient from Ethiopia who flew in for better care. You want their Ethiopian insurer to cover the bill directly. You want to check his medical history, or imagine you're a European traveler like me leaving a beach bar in Cape Town at midnight. You want a taxi you can trust, one you can pay safely from your phone without flashing cash. Or picture an Indian professional divorced working across borders. Your ex owes child support for your kids in Dubai, while your client in Brazil still hasn't paid you. You want systems that talk to each other across borders and currencies. That's DPI, the invisible plumbing of the digital world. Now imagine you're an African artist touring across the continent. You want fans in Lagos, Nairobi, and Johannesburg to buy tickets, stream your music, and pay you directly and fairly. Or a small business owner in Kigali exporting handmade furniture. You want digital customs, one-click payments, and real-time verification. These people benefit from DPI, but for every incentive to adopt it, there's an equal incentive to resist it. Why? Because technology doesn't erase power structures, it threatens them. When you remove the queue at the government office, you also remove the gatekeeper. That bureaucrat who helps you with your paper for a small favor loses leverage. So they'll sabotage the system to keep the old power alive. That's what we call at Influence Architects Human Blueprint 39, the art of entanglement. Every network builds dependency loops and people who rely on complexity to maintain control. So when a new system impacts habits, it doesn't just create new ones, it breaks power chains, and people rarely give up power willingly. Take the Ethiopian doctor who refuses to honor a South African prescription. It's not always corruption, sometimes it's survival. He loses income if he accepts it. Or the Guinean training center that blocks Pan-African certificates for welders or electricians. They call it quality control. But behind it, fear of losing status and revenue. That's Human Blueprint 31, the power of familiarity. People cling to what they know and defend their status, their income. We are creatures of habit. Safe paths feel more trustworthy than efficient ones. Then there's Blueprint 32, refined nonchalance, the gentle art of convenience. DPI succeeds when it feels effortless, when you can pay, register, or prove your residence across borders with one tap. But that convenience hides a deeper question. Who controls the data flow? Your insurance, your government, a private foundation, a billionaire, an international organization? Security and sovereignty are real concerns, especially in BRICS countries like China, India, and South Africa, who each have different stakes. China won big with globalization, it mastered it. India thrives through its diaspora. South Africa wants to lead the African digital agenda. So when we talk about DPI, we're really talking about competing models of influence. Here's where my field, behavioral strategy, it comes in. Technology can't solve human behavior. You can't code away ego, fear, or loyalty. What we do at Influence Architects is map these emotional and behavioral blueprints. We help leaders and institutions design strategies that acknowledge the irrational side of humans, because that's where the real friction lies. Adoption isn't about tech, it's about trust. Beliefs drive systems, not the other way around. So who benefits from DPI? Everyone, someone, or no one, depending on how it's built, who it empowers, and who it threatens. The challenge isn't connecting databases, it's connecting beliefs. And that's what we do at Influence Architects. We decode behavior, map influence, and design trust in an age where technology alone is never enough. Influence isn't built by code, it's built by trust.